Hello, I'm Denise Coronel and welcome to the Lakefront News. How many people actually faithfully practice Lent? What are you giving up for Lent? Perhaps technology, habits, or certain food? We went around campus to see how people feel at Our Lady of the Lake University about Lent.
Our Lady of the Lake freshman Kashira Robertson says she was unaware of when Lent began and says maybe that's why students don't participate.
People don't really know about it. Like me, I didn't know about it, and they don't feel connected with it.
This year, Lent takes place February 14th through March 31st. Catholics participate in Lent by fasting or giving up a certain luxuries, in resemblance and reflection of Jesus Christ's journey in the wilderness. Robertson is now thinking of participating in Lent.
Maybe Instagram or coffee, because I spend a lot of money on coffee, and I probably don't need all of it. This is my second cup today.
Sister Benzer says Lent is an opportunity to practice new habits in hopes to carry through.
What happens is we do practices during Lent, and then a lot of times they carry over. Like one time I gave up cream in my coffee, and I never went back to cream. So you just kind of make habits, you know?
Sister Benzer encourages to pay attention to God's love.
Every day is a gift, and we pay more attention to that during Lent.
That was Mariana Salazar reporting for your Lakefront News. Looking for something different to eat on campus? Look no further. Every semester, the Student Government Association brings food trucks to campus for students and staff to enjoy. Past trucks include Lady Picosa and an Asian fusion-inspired truck. We asked around campus to see what types of food students were hoping to see this semester.
More like Asian style food because I'm kind of tired of Mexican. You don't see enough of that.
Food Truck Frenzy begins on February 20th during Community Hour. Pricing varies with each truck. Look for them in the mall area every other Tuesday. How did you celebrate Mardi Gras? Well, Our Lady of the Lake students turned up in Sister Annie B's cafeteria. Lakefront reporter Alex Escobar has more.
Whether you were just getting out of class or getting a bite to eat, you might have noticed the cafeteria looked festive. On Tuesday, February 13th, Saints Production Board hosted their first event for their new bi-weekly series of events called Turn Up Tuesday. The event was during Community Hour, which began at 12:30 p.m.
So that way people can come out and celebrate, and people are usually free during this time, so it would be good for them to come out.
Anthony Cortez is the Saints Production Board Diversity Chair, and he gives more information on the newfound event.
One, as we're combining it with our new bi-weekly event, which is Turn Up Tuesday with SPB, which is the Saints Productions Board.
Cortez also adds that each Turn Up Tuesday will host a different theme. While the event saw a turnout of many students, some students felt little information was given about the event. Students like Junior Ileana Macias.
Kind of confused me in honesty, because I walked in and I was like, what's going on? I had no pre-notion of anything that was happening. And I asked them, what is this? And they're like, it's Mardi Gras.
Turn Up Tuesday is a bi-weekly event. The next one will be Tuesday, February 26th.
Thank you, Alex. Dedicated to Black History Month, Our Lady of the Lake rented out an entire theater in San Antonio to view the new film, The Black Panther. Our Chloe Brown has more on the story.
Marvel movies are all the buzz, but what happens when academics combine with the cinematic universe? On January 20th at 5 p.m., there will be a private movie showing of the new Black Panther movie for Our Lady of the Lake community to celebrate Black History Month.
It's cool because finally we have a movie in which the black lead is not the whole premise. So it's not, hey look, he's black. It's more of a, hey look, we have an intelligent character here. He also happens to be black, and that's part of his characterization, but it's not the sole driving force of the movie.
Olu rented out the city-based theater located at 2623 Southeast Military Drive for students, staff, faculty who purchased tickets by the February 16th deadline. The movie will follow with a discussion with communications professor Antoinette Winstead, who will talk about the impact of seeing an all-black cast for a superhero movie. Olu film student D'Angelo Wallace talks about the importance of this movie.
It's not just a black thing and it's not just a white thing. It's an American thing and even a worldwide thing. I talk to people in other countries who are excited about watching this movie. So for a film featuring a black lead to bring people together like this is something I've never seen before.
This movie with iconic African characters contributes to the celebration of Black History Month, but Wallace thinks there's a stronger message. Wallace believes that Olu putting on an event like this is not only important, but it sends out a message of unity. If you want to catch the showing, you must purchase your tickets by February 16th. Tickets are $5 for students and $7 for faculty or staff members. Reporting for Lakefront News, I'm Chloe Brown.
Have you been waiting for your financial aid refund? The wait is almost over. Refunds were processed on January 31st. Students who have excess funds should have already seen the funds hit their account. The Student Business Office encourages students to set up an e-refund profile on e-commerce to have funds direct deposited. Ebony Marquez, an Olu senior, knows how much refunds help students.
It's really nice to have those refunds. I know not everyone gets them back, but it's nice to have those refunds and be able to use them not just for school, but for other reasons as well.
Students who did not enroll in the e-refund will receive a check in the mail. For more information, contact the Student Business Office at studentaccounts@olusa.edu. A new organization on campus is looking for students to join their team. The Public Relations Student Society of America here at Our Lady of the Lake is only 3 members shy of being recognized nationally.
It would require at least 10 members who are, dedicated to this organization.
PRSSA began its process of starting a chapter in the fall of 2017. They meet every Thursday at the Veronica Salazar Media Center from 12:30 to 1:30. Faculty advisor Dr. Elaine Wallslager says this organization is open to any major.
If you were a marketing major, if you were a music major, if you were in kinesiology, anybody who's out working and has to promote themselves in some way would benefit from being in the organization.
Stay with us. We have your sports news after the break. The team hosted a round-robin tournament featuring Sterling College and Central Methodist University. The Saints opened the tournament on Friday, February 9th, winning over Sterling 8-7. CMU defeated SC second game, and CMU closed out the evening with a 16-0 win on Saturday, February 10th. Olu is now 4-7 on the season. The women's basketball team beat Langston and the University of the Southwest by identical scores this past week. The Saints won both games 102-56. The Saints ranked 8th in the NAIA. They are half a game ahead with a 14-1 record and 19-7 overall. Stay with us. Meet our Sister of the Week coming up next.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back. Every week we highlight a Sister of Divine Providence here at Our Lady of the Lake University. This week, meet Sister Anna Lee Prather.
I was born in Iota, Louisiana in 1932, so as you can see, I'm 85 years old. I'll be 86 in September. And I came to the convent when I was 16, going on 17. And I joined the Sisters of Divine Providence because they taught me in my little community of Iota I thank God every day. God is providence. God is always enlightening me that I can do these things or do them better. And like I said before, if I had my life to live over again, I would do it again, and perhaps better than I've done. And Sister Edwina was always my mentor. I loved her, and I'll never forget, we had gone on, this is really going back, I was about in the 3rd grade, and we went on a field trip, and she had bought some new shoes, and her shoes were probably very tight. They were new, and she was breaking them in. And she looked at my feet, and she said, "What size shoe you wear?" And I said, "I don't know, my mother buys my shoes." And so she said, "Well, let's see if I can wear your shoes, because you're going to wear mine and stretch them." And so it worked. And so I went home and I said, "Mom, guess what? I wore Sister Edwina's shoes to stretch them." She said, "You could fit in her shoes?" Yes, and she had some high heels on. It were about those 2-inch Oxford shoes. But anyway, that's one of my most pleasant memories, to know that I had worn Sister's shoes. And when Sister died, I happened to be working here, and I got in front of the group and shared that with the community, that I walked in Sister Edwina's shoes. And I think that was part of the blessings of my life, that God gave me to walk in her shoes and become a sister. Now, I retired from the aisle in October 29th of 2015. I've been here in this hall, Reagan Hall, and I volunteer services whenever I can, drive sisters to shop or doorbell duty, whatever is needed at the time that I can do. And I guess basically that's it, my journey so far. You know, there's a lot that went in between, but I've been very pleased with all the places I've been with. Large communities, as few as 3, and as large as 16 people. But if I had to do my life all over again, I would join the sisters. I'd probably try to do it better than, you know, how it is. You're in training at first, and then you learn the ropes, and the older I get, the more I appreciate my call to the religious life. Do the best that you can. You have God-given talents, and each of you are an individual person. Be yourself and trust in providence, and whenever you get in a bind, call on God and trust in God, and God will always be there with you. So God governs and rules and provides for all things, and trust God. God bless all of you.
Thank you for joining us for the Lakefront News. I'm Denise Coronel.